In the heart of the Aegean Sea, on the sun-drenched island of Crete, lived a man whose genius was both his glory and his cage. Daedalus, a master inventor from Athens, had created the great labyrinth for King Minos. It was a maze so complex, so deviously clever, that no one who entered could ever find their way out. But in crafting this masterpiece, Daedalus had sealed his own fate. The king, paranoid that the secrets of his labyrinth might one day be revealed, did the unthinkable. He imprisoned the creator himself, along with his young son, Icarus, in a tall, isolated tower overlooking the sea. From their prison, the father and son watched the world go by. Days bled into weeks, and the endless blue of the ocean, once a symbol of boundless freedom, became a constant reminder of their confinement. But Daedalus was not a man to surrender to despair. His mind, always working, always inventing, found inspiration in the most unlikely of places. He watched the gulls as they soared and dipped on the ocean winds, their effortless flight a taunt, but also a spark. An idea, audacious and seemingly impossible, began to form. He turned to Icarus, his eyes shining with a feverish, brilliant light. Minos may rule the land and the sea, he declared, but he does not rule the air. And so, the great work began. With the meticulous patience that only a master craftsman possesses, Daedalus started to gather materials. He collected every single feather that drifted into their tower prison, from the smallest sparrow to the largest seabird. He carefully sorted them by size, arranging them in perfect, overlapping rows. He bound them together with thread at the middle and sealed them firmly at the base with beeswax he had gathered from honeycombs. Slowly, miraculously, under his skilled hands, two magnificent pairs of wings took shape. They were not mere contraptions. They were works of art, mechanical marvels that perfectly mimic the divine engineering of a bird's wing. The day of their escape finally dawned, carried on a favorable wind. Daedalus gently fitted the smaller pair of wings to his son's shoulders. His hands, usually so steady, trembled just slightly. He looked Icarus directly in the eye, his voice heavy with the weight of his knowledge and his fear. "Listen to me, my son," he warned, his tone grave. "You must fly a middle course. Do not fly too low, or the sea's dampness will soak the feathers and weigh your wings down. But just as importantly, do not fly too high. The fire of the sun will melt the wax that holds your feathers together. Stay close to me, follow my path, and you will be safe." Icarus, his heart pounding with the wild thrill of the moment, nodded eagerly. The true gravity of his father's warning was lost on his youthful, adventurous spirit. All he could feel was the intoxicating promise of freedom. They climbed to the highest point of the tower, the wind whipping at their faces, tugging at their new wings. Taking a deep breath to steady his nerves, Daedalus leaped into the void. The wings caught the air, and he soared. He was flying. A moment later, Icarus followed, a laugh of pure, unadulterated joy bursting from his lips as he felt the wind lift him from the stone. For the first time in his memory, he was truly free. Together, they flew out over the sea, leaving the island of Crete and their prison far behind. Below them, the world was a breathtaking tapestry of deep blues and vibrant greens. The sensation of flight was more exhilarating, more intoxicating than anything Icarus could have ever imagined. He beat his wings with growing confidence, feeling a new and incredible power course through his arms. In his mind, he was no longer a boy, a prisoner's son. He was a god, soaring through the heavens on wings of his own. His father's warning became a distant echo, a whisper lost in the rush of the wind and the pounding of his own heart. What was the point of having this incredible freedom if he couldn't test its limits? He veered away from his father's steady path, climbing higher and higher still, chasing the golden orb of the sun. The air grew warmer, the light more brilliant, surrounding him in a glorious, blinding halo. A sense of triumphant, reckless pride swelled within him, consuming all reason. He was Icarus, the boy who dared to touch the sky. But the sun, the great and unforgiving Helios, took notice of this impetuous mortal. Its fiery rays beat down upon the magnificent, man-made wings. The wax, so carefully applied by his father, began to soften, to glisten, to lose its hold. Icarus felt a sudden, terrifying lurch. He glanced down and saw, to his absolute horror, that the largest feathers were beginning to peel away from their frame, drifting uselessly down into the air below. He flapped his arms frantically, desperately, but they were just arms now, bare and powerless against the vast, empty sky. He called out for his father, his voice a scream of pure terror, but it was too late. He tumbled from the sky like a falling star extinguished far too soon, plunging down into the vast, indifferent sea. Daedalus heard his son's desperate cry and turned, his heart freezing instantly with a cold, paralyzing dread. He scanned the sky, but Icarus was gone. He saw only a few stray feathers floating gently on the surface of the water. His own flight, once a symbol of triumph, now felt like a curse. He circled lower and lower, his inventor's eyes searching the waves, until he saw the lifeless body of his boy. The greatest inventor in the world, the man who could build a labyrinth and fashion wings from feathers and wax, could not save his own child. Heartbroken and utterly defeated, he flew on to Sicily. But his triumph was now ashes in his mouth. He named the sea where his son had fallen the Icarian Sea, a timeless monument to a boy who flew too close to the sun. The myth of Icarus has been told for thousands of years, a story etched in the sky itself. It's a solemn warning about the deadly dance between ambition and wisdom, a powerful reminder that sometimes our greatest strengths, when unchecked by humility, can lead to our most tragic fall. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story as powerful as we do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the ancient world. See you next time.